I believe India is building a strong case for absolutely decimating Pakistan, specifically because the US is concerned about the Pakistani nuclear bluff. What's my analysis? I think you make an interesting and really good point here. We have a multi pronged strategy for dealing with Pakistan. After what happened in the past 3 days, the Indus waters thing looks like nothing, right? Yeah. The Pakistanis are no longer concerned about the Indus Waters Treaty now. They are worried about what we're going to do immediately to the Pakistanis. But the Indus Waters Treaty is a squeeze we can apply in Pakistan slowly, gradually. And the longer the time goes by, the stronger the squeeze is going to be. Because we have dams coming up, run of the river dams coming up along various rivers in the Sapta Sindhu region. There are some dams which will be operational next year. Some by 27, by 2027, 2023, 28. Some dams will be operational in the very early 2030s. All these dams put together will give us the ability to significantly compromise the kind of water flow that goes into Pakistan. We're going to be able to stop it on demand, or significantly reduce it on demand, and then release it suddenly on demand, and so on. And this will enable us to make, to some extent, the Pakistanis behave, or to apply pain as and when required based on the behavior of the Pakistanis. See, we are not a cruel nation. We have no wish to apply cruelty to the innocent, hopefully innocent citizens of Pakistan. But if the Pakistanis behave in certain ways, we need to have the ability to apply pain. So the Indus Waters Treaty going into becoming abrogated is a very important development, and it's going to be used to apply more and more pressure on Pakistan going forward. So that is one thing. Okay. The second thing is, next time there is any kind of terrorist strike on India of any kind, we will treat it exactly like we would treat an act of war, and we will hit Pakistan once again, maybe harder than what we've hit this time. And it looks like, I don't know which air defenses Pakistan can buy going forward. The Chinese ones don't work. And even if the Chinese identify the flaws in their air defenses and fix them, that's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. Um, and by that time, we will also have found countermeasures to an enhanced Chinese air defense system and so on. So it's going to be interesting, but but Pakistan is very much going to be on the back foot going forward. So I think, and the strong case we are building for decimating Pakistan is not a set of evidence we will give to the world. We are no longer concerned anymore about proving to the world that Pakistan is a terrorist nation. The Indian government is no longer concerned about proving to the world anything. Now we know what Pakistan is, and we will act accordingly. That's the only thing. So, so firstly, if these ceasefire violations continue, then maybe something could happen. If the ceasefire is respected by the Pakistan, if it's honored by the Pakistanis, but if they do terrorism again in the future, then we will again reduce their air force bases to rubble. And overall, I think we have to work with the international community, especially the more civilized nations. We have to work with them to isolate Pakistan diplomatically and economically. And there are lots of measures we can take without involving other nations for isolating Pakistan economically, especially. I've said this in the past, I'll say this again, I've said this on other podcasts. We need to use the leverage of our enormous Indian market to apply pressure on Pakistan. So just isolate them. You have companies like KFC, like McDonald's, like Pizza Hut, like whatever else, right? All these companies, we tell them, if you want access to the Indian market, you need to move out of Pakistan. Or if you want to keep on doing business in Pakistan, well, you're free to do it, but you can no longer do it in India. So it's either us or them. You choose what you want. So obviously, there's so much more business to be done in India than Pakistan. So we should force all these companies, Coke, Pepsi, whatever, get out of Pakistan. If you don't get out of Pakistan, you will not be allowed to do business in India. Yeah, that's sort of leverage we can use. And then we can have all the nations cut sporting ties with Pakistan in the same way. Start with cricket, the easiest one. Tell the ECB, English Cricket Board, the Australian Cricket Board, tell the New Zealand Cricket Board, Sri Lanka, everybody, tell them, you guys want to have continued relations with India in cricket because all your money comes from that, then you need to boycott Pakistan. If your cricketers want to play the Pakistan Super League or whatever it is, they're free to play, but they can no longer play in the IPL. They will get a life ban. So force these nations to cut off ties with Pakistan. That's what needs to happen now. That's what needs to, this is so easily possible. So easy. It is time to do that. So this is how you do a multi-layered approach, and you completely isolate Pakistan while starving it economically. You isolate diplomatically, economically, all these things, and you use the pressure of the Indus waters thing to hurt their economy because they are a terrorist nation. And whenever they do terrorism, which they will do in the future, you hit them militarily. And overall, over time, you degrade all their capabilities, and hopefully, the Pakistani public will realize that it's time to get rid of the military, and then it's over. So that's what needs to happen. That's the end game.